Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys?
Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights. It's setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sellers. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Brown wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Florida State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. We get our first look at a guy we expect to be busy today, Jeremiah Coger, coming off a game in which he scored a couple of touchdowns and had more than 200 yards receiving. Play action on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside. It's Lindsey. Defense all over him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Sellers.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Quick give. It's Rice. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny. You guys have both played in rivalry games, So what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The fake that wants to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. With the catch, it's Lindsey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
has to throw on first. Left side is Bickley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Down he goes.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Moving the pocket, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This guy open to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. The handoff. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Long way to go on second down. Got it behind the line. It's McCray. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now an opportunity to extend their lead before the break. Running inside, it's Rice. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play, it's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Rice. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Clemson jumps to the line.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 15 team, the Texas Longhorns. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. From the gun, it's Lindsey. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Under pressure, and they got it.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Right side, it's Collier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on action.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Caught, and he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots. Shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter, right? The passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Clemson comes out. offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Brown will throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. 2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Burrows. There he goes. He's past the sticks. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hits inside. It's Lindsey. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Croman home. Trying to beat the D deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They booted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Clemson jumps to the line. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Preston. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third.
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the on to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. 3rd and long right here. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Taken down right away. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Drops back. It's Croman Hope. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. You can see. Sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would... Miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with it done.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? We'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Upstairs, he's got it. Lots of running room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Lindsey. Can't get him to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
We'll keep... that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wilson will throw. Look out! He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that game.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Clemson's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it. That's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got him on the RPO. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Swamped immediately.
And talking to the coaching staff, they were worried about this. Are you going to take your opponents lightly? Do you have the maturity? And first drive, Palmer, you saw it, man. 3 and out, punt. Now another negative play. Palmer, they need something, man. They need some juice. They got to get their heads right and get some excitement going. I know they're a better team, but right now, rough start.
Yeah, they're sleepwalking a little bit here early in this game, but I also think we got to give credit to the defense because they've come out with their hair on fire, and they are flying around to the football right now, playing with tremendous effort. And honestly, the defense right now just looks faster. They've taken over the game here very early. We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
What a terrible, terrible shame. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Timed it perfectly to not get free. It forces a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The run inside. It's Rice. Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
And he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. Dangerous throw on that one. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Hit the left upright. No good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the return, it's Morrow. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out to the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wilson will throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Rice. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Clemson will send the punt team out.
Number 25, on to Clemson away.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Delayed give. It's Danzy. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the gun, it's Williams. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll try the counter. They were all over it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFO.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Keith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Rice. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Bickley. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Hey, man, that's a front.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Fresh center downs going to the air. He uncorks one deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Complete to Williams over the middle. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wilson to pass. Rushes on. And down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with UAB taking on the number 5 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That caps the season off with a very fine 8-4 record. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Brown will throw it. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for a crease. It's Rice. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Clemson jumps to the line. Brown wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Churns into the pile. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Slides away. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Powers inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rice. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything.
It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. With the draw, it's Rice. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Changing the routes with his receiver. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Brown will throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That one was leaking and losing out too fast, but it made it home. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Morrill. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. They give it to him again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Trying the run, it's Rice. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rolls right. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it back corner of the end zone. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Man, here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's changing the play. Give to the running back. There he goes. He's inside the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Still looking. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Danzy. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass, and he avoids the sack.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Rush right in his face. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Bickley. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. And he puts through the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Morrow. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've You've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson will throw. Under pressure. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Look out. And he gets it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take a shot. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a